Women of color, we have so many similarities. We're fighting many of the same battles, especially as business owners and entrepreneurs. What advice do you have that for us to be able to create safe spaces so that we can connect and we can support one another?
For sure. Like being able to create groups where we can connect with each other, having networks. Like one of the books that we're actually launching is also, a women of color book who boss up, and it highlights, Asian women, black women, Latino women. And that's also powerful because you don't really see that a lot as well. Like you don't see 16 women of color in a book. And also promoting like we go through similar things and we're doing this together, we're standing in solidarity, creating that diversity and inclusion that we deserve, not what companies say they check like a couple boxes and they think they did it, right?
Mhm.
So just even as simple as creating that book is really powerful because we get to learn, the things that we go through in, like we have similarities, but there's also something that you may go through that I never knew that you went through as a black woman, right? Or
Mhm.
there's something that I go through that you never knew I went through as an Asian woman. And just learning to do that, maybe we can find different solutions to help each other out as well, right? I mean, as Asian women, we're less vocal. As black women, you guys, you are more vocal, and that's something I admire, right? Because it's not
Mhm.
always easy to go out there and speak our truth,
Mhm.
right? It's scary, but being able to learn from other women of culture who have been able to speak up for what they believe in makes us like feel a lot better and realize like if they can do it, so can I. So we can always learn from each other. We can always support one another. We can stand together because negative, like I said, like the pandemic has affected women negatively, but even more so for women of color.
Right. And I will say that as Black women, we are portrayed as speaking up more, but I will say that there's that very fine line because when you do speak up, then we are labeled
Labeled.
as an angry Black woman,
Yeah.
and that is not necessarily the case. So I think as women in general, we are all put into this box where if we say something, then we're either labeled as aggressive or angry
Or
or
difficult.
or difficult, and that isn't necessarily the case. Maybe we're just being assertive and we care enough about ourselves to want to speak up and to advocate.